From the lines across the ocean to the land beyond the mountains, through the Sahara, we bring all the sport news, live analysis, expert discussions on trending stories in politics, business, socio-economic, sports, and documentaries. So catch all the updates on the happenings around the globe. Stay focused on the fact today, only on ATN. From the lines across the ocean to the land beyond the mountains, through the Sahara.
Alright guys, welcome back to the show. And yes, I told you I have an amazing guest in the studio. Miracle Daniel is a HR consultant by practice, but currently he is in the media industry and he is also a PR consultant. Hi Miracle, it's a pleasure to have you.
Hi, it's a pleasure to be here.
Welcome to ATN Jazz. Really, we are excited to have you. I said but today.
Okay, on our first story, we have singer Spyro has accused popular music executive Ubi Franklin of scamming him $5,000. In an interview, the musician said he was received by Franklin into performing a birthday party in Ghana under the guise of a request from Davido. He claimed that Franklin refused to pay him after the event, despite agreeing to pay him $5,000 for the performance. Expressing his disappointment and frustration over the incident, Spyro stated, "It was painful to be taken advantage of despite Pastor Bolaji's intervention in the matter. Obi Franklin is one of those few people that I respected until recently. He called in the morning and said he was in Ghana for Inyanya's birthday. I told him I would come. He told me when we got to the airport that there would be some performances at the party, but I told him no. Thankfully, I had Swavy with me. I told him I don't do anything outside my manager. He also tried to persuade me. I met with Davido when we got there. It was at the time I wanted to release Stand By You. So we left Davido's place and went to our apartment. I was producing a song with Iyanya and Ubi came and said Davido asked me to perform at the party and that he would give us $5,000. I told him that the least I charge is 20 million naira. Secondly, I can't leave my management since Davido said we were going to see each other later to do a promo for Stand By You. I told Ubi, okay, let me get in touch with my management. Upon getting there, Davido was returning from the stage and Ubi informed me that I was going on stage. At that point, I couldn't decline because there were dignitaries there. After the performance, I asked Ubi for my money. He didn't talk to me until we got to Lagos. Ubi just kept ignoring me. It was becoming a mess. He was taking me for a fool and told me not to call Davido because he didn't ask him to have me perform. He also brought Pastor Bolaji into the matter. There has been no call or chat from Ubi. It's painful because he goes around scamming people of their money. I'm saying this to protect other artists who may fall victim to this. He's always a pick-me guy. Yes, I said it with my full chest. Always a pick-me guy. He wants to be on the news for irrelevant issues. He wants to be relevant because if you ask, what's this man? What's his business? What does he even do? So, sir, I want to ask you, this situation now, this kind of situation, do you think this guy is serious or do you think Spyro is serious or like maybe he's trying to frame Ubi up?
Okay, from the look of things, you know that Spyro is serious. He's actually serious. Meet Davido probably because Ubi told him that Davido will be promoting his new song for him, right? So I think that's why he had to. I think $5,000 should be around 7 to 8 million naira, right? He went very low. What I tell people most times is that it's sometimes if your charge, if that thing you're going to take from someone, it's going to be lesser than your standard, it's better you leave it out, right? So if you charge 20 million and you're taking 7 million or 8 million, I don't know, depending on the rate, because you want to meet Davido. So anything that comes out, you should be able to bear it, right? You should be able to bear it. Ubi is a manager to Chioma, not Davido.
Not Davido, right?
So going through Ubi, and Ubi is telling you Davido is going to give you 5,000. You did not hear from Davido. You did not hear from Davido's manager, and you are taking his word. So I blame both. So they should take the blame, because whatever he's saying, and that person will still fall into this trap. I've forgotten someone that called out Ubi before. I've been seeing Ubi being called out, and it's somehow, and he does not have shame.
I don't know that guy though. I don't know why he's even still relevant. It's fixing me up. Why he's still relevant? He's Chioma's manager. Why is he still relevant?
Well, it's the network. I think it's a network. So he's there. It's just like asking yourself. There are many people, I wouldn't want to mention name, in Davido's network that you don't even know what they are doing for him. But because they are associated with, there are some you just...
You guys just bend. Let's not be like, okay, this guy has pride.
I feel
That's
like
actually not the
Spyro
first
should have-
time he's meeting Davido.
Should have known that. Ubi Frank, I don't know why you rate that. I don't know why he's rated so much, honestly.
But let's also see it from this angle.
Okay.
It's see finish. Let me see. Okay, why I said it's see finish is if they take it to court, if they have a strong case, Ubi will still win him.
And you know the funny thing about this, I think when you were saying something about Obi Kubana too.
Yeah.
Even this December, this recent December, this 30 December that just concluded, a lot of them, all these they are cash them,
Yeah.
is following them, following all the. I heard so many stories that they would tell you that they're in your city. You would lodge them, lodge their boys, everything, you know. They would take food, everything. All the whole bills is on you. They'll move.
Can you imagine?
Or they will tell you that you'll be there with Davido, or there with Obi Kubana. You will meet Obi Kubana now. You don't you want to meet Obi Kubana? You will meet Obi Kubana now. I have
You
10
meet
boys.
Obi Kubana, then give me a visit.
You give me 10 rooms. That's how they used to do. And I feel like, despite even speaking up, even if Obi wins this case, enough awareness should be made, because these people are using the network they have to scam people left, right, up, center.
You know, this thing also happened. If you want to invite them for your show, you just have to bring your table tickets, right? And when that's what they are coming for, and they have the names, and you find out that if they are 5, only one person actually have the money. If they are 5, only one person actually have the money. So it's showbiz, and a lot of people have actually been falling into this scam. So I feel they should be awareness for it.
Right?
There should be
Enough awareness should be created. See, let us be careful out there. Gen Z. I know most of us, every time. Okay, let's move on to in court. Cited legal provisions under Section 35 1C of the 1999 Constitution and the Sections 35, 36, 37, 38, and 39 of the Administration of Criminal Justice Act 2015 to support the application. The EFCC stated that they received a petition from the singer against her former manager after she accused him of receiving royalties from her digital platforms and events without informing her of the transactions. They also stated that the manager allegedly diverted about $345,000 without allocating the singer her share of the funds. They added that if the manager cannot be apprehended, the EFCC would resort to a public summons. After winning the Nigerian Idol music contest, Chinwo got signed by Easy Global record label. More relatable to
the other one.
But
No,
just like
but this one she was signed
this
actually.
was like a proper, documented. So, like over to you now, sir. Like, we hear of cases like this almost all the time, What do you think would have happened? Because I just read now, Messi left unannounced. So what do you think would be the reason why Easy Concept?
One way or the other, close, right? So, but I think we don't really know the contract.
Okay.
And I don't think they've published the contract anywhere.
Okay.
Because I'm not a judge. We are not. We need to see the contract. What kind of contract do they have? Yeah. What kind of contract do they have? So probably most times, when you sign an artist, most record labels will spend money and do everything to make sure that the artist is okay. They spend a lot of money to make sure the artist is okay. I don't know, some even go as much as giving houses, cars, and all that. Invest their money in promoting your music and putting you out there. So I also think there is a clause in their, this person is bringing a lot of money, let's just be giving the person the percentage. For example, it might be 10%. I don't know how their contract is. It might be 10%. But if I'm giving this person 10% of this, and this person has started generating more money, some record label boss will still want to maintain a certain range, not minding that you agreed on percentage. So I really don't understand their rift. I don't understand what caused it, because we just woke up one day and we found out that Missy Chua is no longer in Easy Concept.
No,
I knew because
I did that too.
During her wedding, everything, the way it happened, how they came and all that, I heard that this GDK is out too. Yeah, that's what I heard. GDK is out too. So it's their label stuff. So I also feel like if they are going to give us the full information before we know what we can say, but aside from that, telling us that you can land yourself in.
Not good now, Mr. Easy Concept.
She's,
I like calling people out though.
She's actually I think she's the best artist in that
get
label. I don't think anybody has beat her record in that label.
Get
Now, in his words, you are taking the deal. Now they will be looking us less, right? So if things are like that, you find out that they don't collaborate, and they actually do have an association. I've forgotten the name of the association in Port Harcourt, but I think they have an association. But they keep calling each other out, fighting and all that. They don't use their head to promote their music and all that. So they're always trying. And those people at the top just want to be at the top.
Just remain. Somebody had to say this.
They just want to be at the top.
I owe you so much for this. For
they
saying
just,
it.
Yeah, they just want to be at the top. And when you want to go through, okay, ask upcoming artists, when they start patching around these guys, you find out that they just want to use them. Most times they just turn you into either drugs, they get into drugs, or they start using you as errand boys all that. So far,
so they can still remain.
Two music executives I respect so much is Don Jazzy and Olamide.
Don Babade.
I respect them so much because if they pick you out, they will make sure that they work on you.
Yeah, they bring out the best in you.
Check people that Don Jazzy have signed.
Yes.
He will invest in them.
Yes.
Check people that Olamide have signed. Yes. He will invest in them. Check others.
Honestly,
I can recall they signed an artist from Rivers State, a female artist. I cannot. It's recently I started hearing about her and all that. I think Dirty BG signed someone here too. It's recently that she started coming out and all that. So all those things are things we should also look out to. So if Tiwa Savage is saying same thing, how many people have Tiwa Savage helped? How many? Okay, let's say how many female artists have Tiwa Savage helped?
That is another angle.
The truth about it is I feel Tiwa Savage is doing her thing on the low because she doesn't own a record label.
You don't need to own a record label. You don't need to own a record label to help somebody.
I feel Tiwa Savage has a lot of influence. A lot of people go to her based on respect. Now, take Ira Star for instance. Yeah, she's in the industry. I don't think when you say she's inclusive, that's I don't know. It makes me feel.
One or two things you think Tiwa Savage has done that has been beneficiary to the music industry.
See, okay.
I think she should do more.
Okay, please, what has she done and what do you think she should do more?
Some question that we're supposed to ask you.
You are shifting the question to me.
She is actually a legend that has lived, and her footstep is something that is worth emulating. And Ira Star is actually doing that thing. Do you get?
Ira Star is doing her thing.
Ira Star is doing her thing. Is she just doing it like that? You cannot. There are wings that you fly on.
Ira Star is flying on Tiwa Savage.
I'm telling you that there are wings that you should fly on.
Does Tiwa Savage have any influence on Ira Star?
What happened to Don Jazzy?
Do you understand? Ira Star has
Don
nothing to do with Tiwa
Jazzy
Savage.
no. That's what people don't understand. Division of labor does
All that. Everything about Ira Star is owned to Don Jazzy. What you say is maybe on friendship level, on girl to girl level. Tiwa Savage has nothing to do with Ira Star's becoming a star now.
Okay, so you know, if you want to be out there as a PR person, for example, it's planned. Your record label can tell you how they want you to act, how they want you to behave, so that you can train. The more they talk, the more they get what they are looking for. That's how PR is being done. You will find out that the Burna Boy issue is also planned. Most of this 30 BG Whiskey Dexy stuff, it's planned.
Just so that it can be relevant.
Somebody like Danny Rega, I don't think that guy likes any of the people that he's talking to, but you can just pay him to start up a conversation for you. That's why we have people there. So talking about Tiwa Savage helped Spyro, actually. When she jumped on that Spyro's Weezy guy, she helped through Tunde Not. So that's one thing I know that she has done that I can see. But what I am saying is she's a legend. And people are looking up to her. So if people are looking up to you, if you don't want to have a record label, there should be something you are doing to make sure that after you, there should be people who are also coming up.
Your legacy.
Yeah, leave a legacy there. Thames is there. You did not bring up Thames. You did not bring up Ira Star. Right? Yes, we have other ladies. I'm trying to remember their names. But you should do something that will say, Tiwa Savage, bring this person.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
I feel she's actually doing just that we're not seeing here.
She's not
Which
doing
means
anything.
there is no PR in what she's doing.
She's
and
not doing
every
anything.
artist needs PR.
I actually see Tiwa Savage that everything she's doing is just about her. I've not seen her, like, I'm not even going to be missing one. That's why when you say she's, I'm always like, where? Because I've always known her as anything that will benefit her, that's where she is.
The only artist with that, the only artist who don't bother about PR are choir members. So if you think that, if you think she's doing something and we don't know, then her church choristers.
Do you
That's
understand?
the only
Honestly,
thing I can tell you.
honestly, I'm not saying that we're not appreciating her, but the thing is, even as Tiwa Savage, before you remove what's on in your eye, come what the Lord with your eye, because if it's that she's doing something and calling these people out, you understand, it will be understandable, because we cannot really say what you have done, Mama T. Honestly, Tiwa Savage is now, there's supposed to be like an academy or something, maybe for ladies, for ladies, upcoming, all the things, or even her fashion sense, anything, everything is, or even her makeup or whatever. For instance, okay, let's go outside Africa. Rihanna. How can you tell me Rihanna is not relevant now? You cannot say that. You cannot say that they're not doing. You understand what I'm trying to say now? Even times that is coming up. I think there was a time she did this thing for her wardrobe, something like all her collections, all her clothes. She brought all of them out. She invited so many people, more like a fair. Now anything you pick is yours. I think there are ones that were sectioned, like only $10. Like, do you understand? Like, just do something that is obvious. Let us see. Just like you said, maybe she's doing. Oh, we know they see, and you are calling others out, my dear, including you. All of them for the industry. Now all of them follow. Where
the sharks.
You understand what
that
industry is something else.
And I feel like it's so toxic. You can't even grow.
Yes,
they will not let you grow. Instead, they were giving us Davido and Whiskey Basbos every day. It was recently I learned that. They can just start up a very an unrelated saga. Just start up a saga just for PR.
Yeah.
They'll just start up a saga all of us go just sit down, set camera, go to talk about the issue, but it didn't happen. But you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
And the more we're talking about it, the more they are being relevant and all of that. What about the young ones? That's why I asked you, sir. What about the young ones? Because if a Gen Z a Gen Z young one that's coming up is sitting behind, watching us now, and be like, okay, I want to be like Burna Boy, I want to be like this, and they're hearing this about the industry.
Okay, there's something I wanted to say I forgot.
Okay,
so,
sir.
as a young person, it is okay to have a vision board. It's okay to have somebody you want to emulate. But the push to be like that person comes from you. If you wait for that person to draw you up, that opportunity might not be there. So you need to push yourself first. Give yourself visibility. I tell young artists now, we have TikTok. Are you leveraging on TikTok? We have a lot of challenge. We have things like people doing cover for music, and the artists get to know them. I'll probably give them a verse or something. What are you doing for yourself? You find out that any upcoming artist, first thing, they have their starter pack. They'll start sagging. They'll start smoking, do dread, draw tattoo. How much are you putting into your music? A lot of them will say, I distribute my music, Nigerians are not listening to my music, I have fans everywhere. Your own home base don't know what you're doing. And you are staying here. So a lot of them should know that they need to push themselves first for the people up there to see you.
Recognize you.
Yes, because that's just it. Push yourself. The social media is there for you.
True.
Your fans are there for you. Most times when you have shows and you tell upcoming artists to buy tickets for their fans, they get angry. Now this is how I see it. If I am organizing a show, to sing, who knows your song as an upcoming? So when they tell you to buy ticket, buy it, share to your fans. Let them be there. So when you are singing, people are cheering you up.
Yeah.
But they don't hear, they don't listen. They just think that show organizers don't rate us, blah 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 blah. But that's not how it is. So that's just what I have to say.
Really, this is actually a very, 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 very delicate matter, even though we are almost out of time.
Okay, but like one more thing, yeah. Now, the music industry, according to Tiwa Savage, she said they are more dangerous than tracks. Does it mean that there is no good thing actually coming out from this particular music industry?
So I think the point I think she's trying to make here is, see, people, they fear for me, but if I've survived more than this is a moi case. Do you get? I've more than this particular thing. If I could survive in this industry, trust me, this one are less.
I feel like
Do you get?
she's just trying to stay relevant, because it's not like she's making music. Okay, I think she dropped this. It wasn't that music again. I don't know, about money or something. But
Yeah, I
feel
think
like
she said the last song she's going to drop now would be her last recorded
And I
one.
love her body. She
She's-
never age. She doesn't age at all.
Tiwa Savage is actually doing amazing, if you ask me.
she doesn't
But
age at
I think
all.
the things she's doing, we might see in the near. We're not seeing them now, and that doesn't mean she's not doing something.
But then Nigeria has the best artists in the world, as far as I'm concerned.
People are coming into our country. Last year, asked my colleague now, the kind of conversations we had here.
People that
Lagos State
that
was
came
the
into Nigeria.
center. The
Jesus.
center.
Why
Like,
a lot of celebrities coming actually to celebrate.
No,
we're going
that's
global now.
I'm proud because they could do that. For someone like Burna Boy to get to Grammys, I'm like, Nigerians are doing well.
Even with
They're
the
doing
whole
well.
saga regarding the Grammy, though.
That's not my concern. If we analyze it very well, you find out that he actually won his Grammy.
Yes, he did.
There are a lot of people who we are nominated for Grammy, who we are also Diddy's friends. and they did not win Grammy. So what's with the
No,
Burna Boy and
I think for his case there was something special.
Don't think it was
nothing,
special.
nothing special.
There was some,
Burna Boy
that,
won.
Nothing.
He was
if
according.
attend or watch any of his shows. Music.
we'll go to that Burna Boy conversation one of
Anyways,
these
let's-
days, and I pray we'll have you that particular day. So we'll trash that out. But oh, how time flies. This is where we wrap up today's episode, sadly, and I want to say thank you to our guest again for today's episode of ATN Gens. Yes, and don't forget we are open for advert placements, bookings, and commercial. You can connect with us on all our ATN socials, Facebook and YouTube, Atlantic Television Network, Instagram and TikTok, Atlantic TV Network 1.
And on X, you can connect with us on atlanticstv.net. Peace and unity are the pathways to progress. Thank you for watching.
We bring all the sport news, live analysis, expert discussions on trending stories in politics, business, socio-economic, sports, and documentaries. So, only on ATN.